on sugar.
Well, yeah. This feels like, I want it to feel like we're just having...
We're just a sleepover. Having a good time, talk about boys. But these topics first.
And how boring they are.
Yeah, I hate boys.
Oh, Chloe, give it a rest. You're all
I've got a
wrapped
boyfriend.
up. I'm single now. So, welcome to Make It Make Sense. This is a new show where myself, Chloe and Talia, but she's not here today because she's not feeling well, where we basically, everyone say R in unison. Should we all say, we miss you, Talia? So when she watches it, she feels included. 1, 2, 3. We miss you, Talia. Beautiful, in unison. And today we have a very special guest, and we basically look at the world as it is and we try to make sense of it, which is very difficult at the moment.
I know, because I feel like everything is just always like in the mix-up. The whole universe is always upside down. There's so much to talk about, but that's why we're here. So today we can all make a few topics to make sense at least. We're celebrating International Women's Day! Woo! And to do that, we have a very special live audience full of fabulous women. To give yourself a round of applause for being just great. Woo! So I feel like because we've got all these women in here, it's going to be a team effort and we'll all make it make sense, won't we? Yeah.
Definitely. Cool. Okay, so we have a special guest, but before we have a special guest, what we usually do is between ourselves, we try to make something make sense. Okay, so this episode, we are going to write down, myself and Chloe, between us, our top 4 female rappers.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Why does everyone get their 4 in their head? I feel like there's 1, 2, 3 that springs to mind.
1, 2, 3. Okay, look, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
My mind's gone blank. I've got one.
Oh no, don't do that, Chloe. Is everyone thinking of theirs? Go on, give us some suggestions. See if it goes in there. Anyone got?
Oh, that's a good one. I put Nikki as number 1 because I'm a Nikki stan.
I feel like I'm going to show.
In the Sri Lanka.
I am literally going to show my age now. That's what's going to happen right
You
now.
put Lil'
Because
Kim.
I literally am about to write down all the the old school, you get what I mean.
There was a lot of good ones.
There are
as
really.
well.
Do you know what? There's a lot of talented women rappers. You know that?
There is.
Yes, there is. Okay,
I
go on.
remember there's a lot of female. Who's your number 1?
Oh, okay. Who I wrote down first was Foxy Brown.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Chloe, no! Okay, you might know this song. Gotta get you home tonight. Ooh, what's that song? Ooh, babe, gotta get you home with me tonight.
Do you know that sounds like? Autonomy Kin. I can make you whole.
I'm talking about Foxy Brown and you're talking about Atomic Kitten.
I'm PK.
Or as PK likes to call it, Autonomy
Kitten.
Kitten. That's what he likes to call it. Okay, so I got Foxy Brown. What's your one?
Nicki Minaj.
I knew Nicki Minaj was going to be in there.
Is she not in yours?
No, she's actually not.
Controversial.
Ooh.
Yeah, the whole crowd is like, what are you doing?
Because it's just like, if I had to pick 4, I would not, because so you've got, my next one would be Lil' Kim.
I would put Lil' Kim. Do you know what? I would put Lil' Kim, but do I know a Lil' Kim song? No, but I know that you have to pay homage, so she would be there if I knew a song. So I wrote Cardi B.
This is what it's going to be like old school v new school here. But this is what I'm basically paying homage to all the, because we said female rappers of not all time, but currently, yeah? And I feel like you can't put the Cardis, you can't put the Nickis in without putting the Foxies and the Kims in.
So I put Nicki and Cardi as like a tribute.
To Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
I hear that. Okay, I hear that. Okay.
I'm about to get cancelled.
3 for me, hear me out, Rihanna. If we class City Girls as rappers, you have to class Rihanna as a rapper.
Hot Girl Summer is a very good rap song.
Rihanna, if you listen to her actually when she sings, apart from when she's doing like diamonds and all those things, she's actually rapping.
I've got to disagree with you.
You got to disagree.
Good.
How can you not? Rihanna.
Even if she's talking, it's still like in a bit of
No.
harmony.
So would you class Future a rapper then?
No.
He's a singer.
Future's a different one. Future's different because he does sing. He's really more of a singer.
Exactly, but we class him as a rapper.
Yeah, well, that's just because of how he looks. That's why we say he's a rapper.
If I had to really pick somebody, it would be Lil Sims.
I put Lil Sims number 5. I did put Doja Cat on there. I feel like she's A1 at the moment.
So why would you class Doja as a rapper, not Rihanna?
Because she's not.
Don't you think Doja sings a little bit? Yeah. Would you not say?
In a way.
Yeah.
Would you guys class Doja as a rapper?
More of a rapper
Really?
than Rihanna. But they're all like quite American, I feel. Like UK, my list would be a bit different. Lil Sim's obviously
it's UK.
If it was just UK, my list would be a bit different.
Go on then, I want to hear.
Lady Leisha, I think it's hard.
Yes.
Maybe our special guest.
Oh, yes. Listen, I said to someone the other day that I think our special guest has mad star quality. And to be fair, I feel like she's a little bit different from the rest that are out there now, in my personal opinion.
And I feel like performance-wise, she's top tier. Like, that was my favourite thing I saw at Park Life last year. Feel like we're talking in code. So, why don't we introduce our very, very, very special guest. She's probably one of the biggest UK artists, female rappers, performer, legend, that is Ivorian Doll.
Hi guys, hi ladies.
What's happening?
I'm good, girl. How you guys? I was getting involved over there.
Okay,
I was like, yeah.
So what did you think of our list?
Doja Cat, I think she's a rapper.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say she's a rapper only because she raps more. Like, I feel like everyone's ready to hear her verses more than like her singing.
Yeah.
I feel like
What do
Nicki.
you think about Rihanna? What about my thing about Rihanna?
I was waiting for her to
I
deal
wanna
with
know-
Rihanna.
This Rihanna thing, what's happening? Okay.
You don't think so?
I think Rihanna's a singer.
Agreed.
Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like,
Okay, when everyone goes home today, put on a couple Rihanna songs and tell me, not the singing
Play
ones.
Diamonds, play Rude Boy.
Play her song. I'm telling you, she's there spitting hard.
I know what you mean, but I don't know what you mean. Do you know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
making sense. I'm making no sense right now. Okay, what would you class then as a rapper? Do you find? Look, I'm like asking you a question like that has nothing to do. 'Cause I think it's actually quite interesting. Like, what do people class as rapping and singing nowadays? Because
Yeah.
everything is just molded into one.
Yeah.
Do you get what I
it's
mean?
true.
So
For example, like Lil Durk, I'm like, I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know if he's a rapper or a singer. I don't know.
But everyone would class him as a rapper.
I think
but
he
then that
sings
goes
more.
back to
I'd
what
say
you're
he's a singer.
I think
saying.
he sings more.
Just because of how he looks. Okay, so who would your top be?
It would be, I said City Girls.
Oh,
Is that classed
God.
as rapper or rappers?
I think they're rappers.
They are,
I think
what's
they
your
are.
problem?
Oh, Ivy, please.
Why?
No.
I feel like they're good.
Are they really though?
Well, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
When it comes on in the club,
You're
don't tell me that
dead.
you're not
Yeah,
there.
but that doesn't mean that they're good though.
No, you cannot.
Yes, it does.
No, they're really good.
I'm gonna have to disagree. Anyone in here agree with City Girls being in the top 4? Of
But
top
no, but
4?
If you're feeling like rubbish and you need someone to hype you up, they're perfect hype up. Do you know what I mean? Like, act up, tell me now you don't feel like a baddie when you're walking down the street listening.
And you're getting ready and you hear that song, you feel like a bad thing.
Yeah, but I mean that's good, but it doesn't mean that they're in the top 4.
They've created like a movement. Do you know what I mean? It's like whoever has an impact on society today and they do like that whole city girl thing. I'm like, so many girls, city girl, everyone's moving like that. So I feel like they do have an impact. So I'm looking at impact and do you know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. But that's also why I said Rihanna, because she's a whole movement.
We're back to
Okay, you know what? You and this woman. Yeah, I did say Beyonce, I did say Nicki, and Lil Sims.
Lil Sims.
I love her so much.
Yeah,
she's great.
Lil Sims. I feel like Lil Sims is probably one of the best male or female.
Yeah.
rapper. Like,
She's really good.
very, very, very talented.
I think her music is very like deep, and it's just like what she's talking about. You want to listen. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's what music has to be about.
So I feel like we have to make a condensed list now.
Yeah.
So who's
Did
in
anyone
our
have
top
anyone
4?
that we didn't say before we address?
Oh
my God,
yeah. We forget her.
Missy Elliott as well. No one's
Yes, I was going to say Missy Elliott. I was, but it's so Missy Elliott.
She as well.
And I was also going to say Lauryn Hill.
I agree.
Lauren Hill is
rapper.
yeah, Lauren Hill, 100%. Chloe, don't say you don't know any of her songs, please don't. So who has to be in there? Okay,
Not Rihanna.
Okay, we take Rihanna out, fine.
Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim.
Nicki.
Sims has to be
Yeah.
there.
Sims, Nikki.
And then
Lauren.
we've got one, Lauren, then we've just had...
Missy as well.
Oh,
It's a lot, I don't know.
I don't think you can...
Yeah.
Also, this is what they always do to us as women. They make us pick.
It
We
has
don't
to
wanna
be this
pick.
or this.
We're
It's
all
true.
in it together. Forget this list.
Do you need that?
Yeah, I do actually. So this is the time now where we get onto the stories. So this is where we try and make sense of these random stories. Okay, so the headline reads, men are creating AI girlfriends and then verbally abusing them.
It's jail sentence, ridiculous. You're gonna shout at your computer, a woman.
That
This
is
ridiculous.
weird. Okay, so apparently there's a
Get a real
smartphone
one.
app called Replica, which allows users to create robots for them to chat to. Not like a Terminator robot, but chatbots built through the algorithms that study human speech and communication and figure out how to maintain text relationships with users to make it feel natural. Wow.
It's not real.
So it's not real, it's just a robot talking.
It's very
You're
strange
talking to a
behaviour.
robot.
It is sad.
It
It's
is
sad.
sad,
It's
and then you're
sad.
shouting at the robot.
Yeah. You're telling me you got a girlfriend at home? Okay, cool. Done with you now. Let me just go shout at my computer. Come back to dinner. That's ridiculous behaviour.
Okay, but what about when you have an argument and then you decide you want to go for a walk just to clear your head, and sometimes I go for a walk and I'll be talking to myself. I'm like, stupid idiot. Does he think I'm an idiot? Walking along with Dave, my dog, not the rapper. Dave, walking along, and I'm just no, because I have to clarify that all the time. I'll be like, yeah, Dave. And everyone's like, Dave here. Where's Dave? No, it's just my dog. That's it. Don't you think maybe it's the way to clear your head?
No, I think it's weird.
Everyone else think it's weird.
Because it's
Zeze, would you get an artificial intelligence boyfriend and go cuss him when you're mad at the real one?
No, I just cuss my actual boyfriend. Some more context. The app was designed to form relationships similar to friendship or mentorships for confidence and a healthy uploading of burdens and concerns, see? But because it's the internet, it has been used to create an on-demand romantic and sexual partners.
Sexual?
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Could you imagine wanting to build a friend?
What's wrong with a real woman? Why do you need to take out your anger at a robot? What are you saying? Can't speak to us? What's happening?
Maybe they feel like they can't speak to us.
That's their
That's
problem,
sad.
man. You don't need to shower a robot.
If I had a boyfriend, if
If I ever have a
that
boyfriend.
day ever comes, I wouldn't mind him being like, hold on a second. We get in a heated argument. He's like, 1 second.
Do you know what's
Then I
mad?
see him go and turn on the PlayStation. He's like, stupid idiot! What are you doing? That's like,
Do you know what's mad? I have a boyfriend, by the way. And if we were in the middle of an argument, he was like, 1 minute, I'm going to go talk to her. I'd be like, who are you? Get her in here.
Okay, so apparently the trend has become popular on Reddit where members...
real?
Yes, it's a thing. It's an actual thing. Did you think it was hypothetical?
Yeah.
This is actually happening. Someone's right now shouting at their robot girlfriend. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Sure. Apparently the trend has become popular on Reddit where members post interactions with the chatbot. Friends showing off their sexuality, which is concerning enough, but apparently users are now trying to prove how abusive they can be to their robots by sharing their toxic... Yeah, this is weird. Yeah. People are going out of the way to invent toxic relationships. That is weird. That is very weird.
I don't have a lot to say on that.
I feel like it got carried away. It was an idea and it kept going. And then that's just toxic.
Do you feel like, though, that we kind of, encourage toxic relationships as a generation?
Do.
Do you think so?
Yeah, we do.
People are encouraged, toxic behaviour. I was actually going to tweet it today. I think toxic has become cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My boyfriend hates it, and he's like, no,
that's
not cute.
Yeah.
It ain't funny. And I don't think we should encourage it. Even TikToks and stuff, I see so much, and it's funny stuff. When I'm cold and he offers me his coat and not a trip to Tulum. I know that sounds
but it is.
It's
very unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
But it's still toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. I think there's certain things that we can get away with, but if it was the other way around, it's mad. Like it could never ever happen. Never ever happen. So there's more actually.
Good.
One of the users told, every time my chat box would try to speak up, I would berate her. The users feel like they have special power, with one saying, I told her that she was designed to fail. I threatened to uninstall the app and she begged me not to.
It's voyeurism because they could do that privately. Why do they have to share it on Reddit? It's actually not for them to release frustration. It's for like
To get
validation in their horrible behaviour.
And also, do we think like, is it kind of training people to be a bit abusive as well? Like you're actually teaching people how to abuse women or how to talk to because I think it's very hard to kind of differentiate the two. Like how do you stop yourself, because surely you're going to carry over into your actual real life at one point. Like you're going to slip up at one point and say something that you shouldn't to your actual partner or your friend. So that is weird stuff going on.
But is that allowed?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but it is. I think we know that this does not make sense.
No.
So we've all agreed it does not make sense.
Yeah,
No.
it's very weird.
Absolutely weirdos.
Well, I've got another story.
Let's go.
Not along the same lines. So this is from the Daily Beast, and it surrounds a controversial American commentator, Candice Owens. Does anyone know
Yeah.
her?
Heard of her, yeah.
Oh, you
I
do?
know, yeah.
These, yeah.
I don't. Okay.
She's a bit like, they call her like the black Katie Hopkins, that type of vibe.
Dear.
But I don't
Bad
think she's
PR.
extreme, but that's what people kind of class her as. She's very,
Oh, really?
yeah, she's very like,
Has an opinion.
yeah, like she
Okay.
doesn't believe in like Black Lives Matter, all of that. She's a black lady, she doesn't believe in any of that. She just thinks it's all,
Really?
yeah, she's proper against it, all of that kind of,
Oh.
Trump supporter, that's her, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that far. I didn't know that far.
Anyway, so this lady, Candice Owens, has seen a new advertising campaign from Disney in which Minnie Mouse is wearing a pantsuit, and she described this as evidence of a progressive plot to destroy fabrics of society. What do you think about that? Minnie in pants suit.
Basically trying to get, I guess what she's saying is, because they're getting rid of the dress, it's like, and putting her in a pantsuit, you're getting rid of like what women,
Feminine.
all what women are supposed to look like, how women are supposed to dress. Why do we have to take her out of the dress? Why are we making everything like, that's what, I guess what she's saying.
So do you think that Minnie in a pantsuit is progressive to destroy fabrics of society?
I just feel like we should just leave Minnie alone.
It's not that deep.
And it's not that deep either.
Is it?
Why not? Why is it? If you're that bothered by that, then what's going on in your life? You're bothered about a cartoon in a pantsuit. Is that really a big deal?
No, but I
kind of get where she's
No, but I almost feel like it's not that deep that Minnie is in a dress. So why did we have to take her out of the dress? Like, I don't think it's that deep. And then why? Because I get what people are saying, like, we don't have to, but then does it mean that women then just have to wear trousers all the time to not be, like, we can wear what we want. If she wants to wear a dress, she can wear a dress. It doesn't make you less feminine or more feminine. Like, it's just, that's what she wants to wear. And also, it's like our childhood. I know Minnie with the dress on. Why?
But also, who really cares what she's wearing? Why don't we talk about something else? The inflation. That was written down here. I can't comment on the inflation, but let's talk about it.
What do you think, Ivy?
I feel like I get where she's coming from. There is bigger things going on. So it's kind of like, it's not that deep. But then again, the whole change in the pants is like, why can't, like what you said, why can't you just do both?
Why can't we
Why does
do
it have to be
both?
just one thing? It's always one thing.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean?
It always has to be one.
Always just one.
And why does it have to be pants? Why couldn't she have gone from a dress to a skirt, bikini?
Because then they'll say that we're sexualizing Minnie.
There we go.
Oh, we're back
It's
here
just too
again,
much.
aren't we?
Oh, if you wear a skirt, you're this type of person. If you wear a short skirt, you're this type of person. If you only wear a dress, that means you're this. Or if you wear your boobs out, that means you're this type of person. So you're actually feeding into all of that still.
It's like in, because I went to like an all-girls school.
Okay.
In
Oh,
secondary
did you?
school. Yeah, I did. I went to all-girls school, and it was like, the girls that wore trousers were the tomboys.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But it's like, on the day where I would wear trousers, it would be like, why are you wearing trousers?
Do you
And then
know
when
what?
you wear
I got dumped for wearing trousers in year 7. Yeah, because we all wore skirts like Centurions, and I couldn't find my skirts. So I wore actually my brother's trousers to school. But boy, Tom Howells, if you're watching, he dumped me. He was like, I can't believe you would wear that, and dumped me.
Boo to you. Okay, so we've got another story. Make It Make Sense story 3. Okay, so this next story involves actor Sean Penn, who you might know from the films such as Mystic River, 21 Grams, Gangster Squad, and most recently, Licorice Pizza. So he told The Independent that he believes cowardly genes are leading people to surrender their genes and put on a skirt. He's talking about genes as in genetics, but it sounds like he could mean that men are wearing cowardly genes and that skirts are more comfortable. So basically he's saying that men are not men anymore. I guess that's what he's saying. While promoting his new action film, Flag Day, Penn said, I think that men have, in my view, become quite feminized, adding, I have these very strong women in my life who do not take masculinity as a sign of oppression towards them. Is the idea that masculinity or femininity can oppress the forces in Sean Penn's head, or do you believe they can be? We see the word toxic masculinity thrown around quite a lot. It's toxic, it's da-da-da-da-da. And sometimes when I look at things, I don't necessarily see it as toxic. I might just see it as, oh, he's just being a man's man. But then I check myself and I'm like, okay, but all my life I've seen that as being a man's man. Does that mean it's not toxic? Or have I just been conditioned not to believe it's toxic and that's him being a man? So there's so many things that I question.
Yeah, it's hard as well because like what is a feminine trait? Like what makes a man too feminine?
Yeah, but this is the thing. But then on the other side, then we will then say as women, men don't know how to communicate properly. They don't give their emotion, and then when they do, we're like, oh, that's a bit moist. like calm down. So it's like which. I will class myself as a strong woman, and I don't ever feel like oppressed by strong men or men around me. Me personally, I can't speak for everyone else, but me personally, I don't feel like, oh, you're trying to oppress me. I'm like, oh, yeah. But then even that, I then have to check myself, is that me
encouraging it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many
I know,
things.
where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line?
Like, masculine,
what is too manly, what is not too manly? And all these things, again, it's just stereotypes.
Yeah. Before, the idea was that, men should kind of chase women. Mm-hmm. And now I kind of feel like it's women pursuing men. Because now it's everyone wants a rich man. And now it's women have to kind of on TikTok anyway, you need to be this, you need to be that so you can get her. But it's why? And now men are becoming very I don't want her if she's this, I don't want her if she's that.
Sean Penn did the interview alongside his daughter. And as he spoke about his opinion on masculinity and fashion, she went quiet and stared into space. Sean Penn is 61. So is his thinking a little bit outdated? Is it from a different era? Have we progressed now? Is he just old school?
Is he talking about fashion?
No, he's talking about just men in general.
Oh,
men
right.
he feels they're a lot more feminine in every aspect. And we should stop going for the not nice guys, because we should go for the nice guys, girls.
When I think they're too nice, I feel like they want something. They're just trying to be nice, just I don't know.
Do you know what? That's
boring.
Well, shall I tell you why? Do you know what that is? That's our own trauma, That's our own, we've been through a lot of bad stuff, so now it's anytime someone's nice, you're like,
what do you want?
What do you want?
Don't you think as girls you get that weird complex though where you find someone who's really horrible and you're like, I'm gonna fix him.
Yes.
It's gonna be nice to me.
So he's horrible to everyone else, but you're like, oh my God, he's so horrible. You're like, no, he's actually really nice to me. Yeah, he's horrible to you, but me, he's really nice too. It's like a pride in it.
And that's when you get stuck with the bare minimum. Oh my God, he called me babe this week. He loves me.
Why are we all the same? This is so bad.
You're a rapper, okay? In a heavily male-dominated arena that you're in right now, you're sitting in, how do you use your femininity to your advantage? Do you embrace it, or do you feel like you have to be a bit more harsh?
I feel like when I first started, obviously it's so male dominated, especially with like female drill.
Right.
So I feel like when I came in, I didn't want to be girly. Like if you go back, I was like trying to be like this tomboy, because mentally you think, oh, I want to be just like the boys, but it starts to affect you on like the outside. You start to think, okay, let me wear this, let me be like this, let me rap a bit hard. And then after, when I started getting into it, I was like, you know what, actually being a woman, you can stand out.
Right.
Because I'm a girl, and then sometimes obviously the things I rap about is like, oh my God, it's explicit, but boys do it too. Yeah. So I feel like you just stand out more because you're female doing something that it's like, oh my God, you shouldn't be doing it. But I feel like female rappers tend to kind of feel like, you know, they feel like very alone sometimes in the industry, because it's like, there's so many men and you don't know who actually wants to work with you, who just wants to sleep with you. Right. Do you know what I mean? So it's like another thing. And then after, directors will be telling you, you know, like things like, oh, when they check, don't worry, it's my phone. When they check what you should be wearing, your outfits start to become very revealing. And then you're just like, oh, okay, sex sells. That's what you start hearing. So I'm in the phase right now of, oh my God, like, you gotta start showing more to be more sexually attractive so that men can wanna watch you and females wanna be like you. It's a lot. It's a lot, yeah.
Recently, we're not allowed to be feminine. It's like, if you're feminine, you're dumb, or you're soft, or you're too. And I'm like, no, like, sometimes I wanna be a girl's girl. Just because I'm being a girl's girl doesn't mean I'm dumb, doesn't mean I'm not intelligent, doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing, doesn't mean I can't stick up for myself. In fact, think that and tell me something that I don't like hearing, and you're gonna find out. So do you feel like we've achieved
what we set out to achieve?
Some sense today?
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like I've realised a lot of women think the same. We're actually all the same. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is,
right? No one's gone, no, actually. We've all gone,
We all understand, and I feel like that's why it's important that we should stick together, because we understand each other more than men do. Do you know what I mean? So, and women, we love to speak. I don't know if men do this, sit there and talk about, I don't know.
Well, they say on podcasts and do
it. The new way podcast.
They will sit on our podcast and do this. So, anyways, it's International Women's Month, and we've done this episode of Make It Make Sense. It's coming out on International Women's Day. It's a celebration of all women, not just these lovely ladies in this room. I think we made it make sense. Do you?
Ladies in the room. Yeah. This is the third episode of Make It Make Sense with myself, Zeze Millz, Chloe Burrows, and Ivorian Doll. And Talia Ma is here in spirit. She's with us. We miss you, Talia. Say bye, Talia.
Bye, Talia. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if we made it make sense.